It was set to reveal an intriguing new insight into the tragic romance between Princess Diana and Dodi Al-Fayed on the 20th anniversary of their deaths. A new book, Diana and Dodi, The Truth, promised explosive new revelations about the fateful night in August 1997, when the pair died in a car accident in Paris, as well as fuel rumors of a cover-up. But the book by Michael Cole, who works for Dodi's father Mohammed Al-Fayed, is now at the center of its own mystery after Mr. Al-Fayed dramatically intervened to prevent its publication. The book has been pulled and its potentially scandalous contents, based on years of painstaking research and first-hand insight by Mr. Cole, may never be known. Publisher Biteback, owned by former Tory MP Ian Dale, is said to be furious and has complained about receiving legal letters from Mr. Al-Fayed's solicitors. The row is all the more fascinating because Mr. Cole, a former BBC correspondent, was Director of Public Affairs for Harrods and still works as Mr. Al-Fayed's spokesman. He once declared that he loved the tycoon as a father. The reasons for the cancellation of the book are unknown. It is understood that Mr. Al-Fayed had at one stage been aware and supportive of the book, and had even supplied photographs from his private collection. The former Harrods boss is also said to have seen a manuscript and expressed an interest in ordering copies for his family. But Biteback confirmed that Mr. Al-Fayed had experienced an abrupt change of mind and had asked Mr. Cole not to go ahead with its publication. The publisher also said that Mr. Al-Fayed had subsequently sent it a needless and unjustified legal letter via his solicitors, Louis Silkin, even though Mr. Cole had already undertaken not to publish the book. Mr. Cole said he made his decision when he became aware the Al-Fayed family did not wish me, in this book, to revisit the terrible events of 20 years ago. In a statement released by Biteback, Mr. Cole added, "Knowing how acutely the family continues to feel the loss of Dodi and the princess, I have now decided that the best and most appropriate thing I could do to honor the memory of Diana and Dodi would be to continue to share the Fayed family's grief, borne in silent dignity for the past 20 years. The book was set to be released on the 20th anniversary of the crash on August 31 and had attracted a significant number of pre-orders. Mr. Cole had unparalleled access to sources, having worked with Mr. Al-Fayed since he left the BBC in 1988. He says he was the only person to know all three victims of the crash, Diana, Dodi, and driver Henri Paul, and learned of the princess's death hours before it was announced by the British ambassador. A press release for the book notes that Mr. Cole sensed a cover-up over the deaths, and witnessed strange things in the weeks leading up to the crash. It adds, "This is the inside story of what really happened." Mr. Cole left Harrods to take early retirement in 1998, the year after the tragedy, but has continued to work for Mr. Al-Fayed as his spokesman. In 2008, he gave evidence at the inquest into the couple's deaths, claiming he knew Diana had been pregnant with Dodi's child and that Dodi had planned to propose. Mr. Dale, Biteback's managing director, said he respected Mr. Cole's position. He said that the decision not to publish was not one made lightly, adding, "It also deprives the world of reading a very different and moving account of Dodi Fayed's relationship with the Princess of Wales. I hope in time the Fayed family may come to realize that this book's publication would not only be in their interests but represents a vital contribution to the truth surrounding the events of July and August 1997.